The main inspiration behind my collection was looking into a bakery window and seeing beautiful, beautiful cakes and wondering how long have these cakes been here? Are they still edible? And I thought, how could I bring that into a clothing or into something that was wearable? And so I played with different types of silicone and different types of plastics to see if I could recreate the same textures but have more of a long-lasting effect. So a lot of this collection, textile-wise, is based on kind of the premise of these cakes. The concept behind my piece also comes from looking at teenagers and kind of like the hidden truths that you keep from your parents and, you know, sort of thing. Last year was my first year away from home, and coming back over the summer, going back to California, I realized that a lot of my friends that had gone off and done drugs and all these things had to then hide it from their own parents. And so it was though they were hiding the bad with like a sugar. They were playing nice. So they're hiding their bad with like a little bit of sugar. So that's a direct link to my own collection. My process to make these garments is super, it takes forever. It is measured in days, not in application, but in the drying process, and making sure that my dog doesn't run into it or I don't drop it somewhere. But no, I always wanted to be a baker when I was a kid, and my hands are really trembly, and so that wouldn't be a long-lasting profession. So I brought into this one so I could do it momentarily, but I used icing tips and icing bags and then silicone to make the different designs onto the clothing. The colors I chose for this collection was based around the sweetness of these kind of masks, or these frosted facades, if you will, that are the clothing. And so I really wanted to keep it really quite light and quite happy, because some of these dark truths that my friends were hiding were quite sinister. So I really want to provide a contrast to that. And this kind of also links to my view on women's wear for menswear. There's this huge trend, and there's been such a huge trend for, or campaigns that people will say, oh, this is menswear for women, but they don't have women's wear for men. And possibly it's because stigma that maybe that a woman dressing up as a man is empowering, but a man dressing as a woman is degrading. And so I really like to play within those boundaries, because growing up, we all kind of try out different things, and I think it's really good to kind of keep in that limbo. So this collection is kind of bringing a little bit of the women's wear, maybe through the textiles, but still keeping the cuts and the styles of the clothing quite approachable from a masculine point of view. The song that I've chosen to present my collection with is Mr. Sandman by the Chordettes. I love this because it keeps with the light feeling of the collection, but it brings a kind of sadness into it that I also really love. My models, when they walk, will be carrying baseball bats, barbed wire, and spikes made out of frosting on the bats. And so they'll look quite thugs, as though they're about to go like rip open a store or something. But I'm excited to see the full look come together.